G'day guys, and today I'm going to do my tips for round 8 of the season. And it was an absolute horror week last week for everyone, no question about that. I got 3 out of 9, so it was a tough week at the office. I wish I went for some more ambitious ones, but not very often does the team below the other team for every game win. Last time that happened was 1975, so long time between drinks, but I'll get into round 8 anyway, guys. So we've got West Coast Eagles up against the Dogs at Domain Stadium on the Friday night, which will be a big game, qualifying final, I should say elimination final rematch. So the Eagles, good win over Port Adelaide by 10 points. The Dogs, again, another tight win. They get that one done by 5 points. I'm going to tip the Dogs in this one, a little bit of an upset at the Eagles' home deck. I just think they've just got that toughness about them, that their ability to just be able to win whenever they need to. And I do expect the Eagles to certainly put in a great performance, but I just reckon the Dogs, after that elimination final win, I reckon they're capable of doing anything. So I'm going to go the Dogs in a little bit of an upset on that one. Hawthorn and the Brisbane Lions, the Hawks, a gutsy win over Melbourne, winning by 3, and D's would be happy with that. And the Lions had a bit of a tough encounter against Sydney, going down by 9 goals there. So the Hawks, I just reckon they win at home, University Stadium, I think it was called, York Park as it used to be renowned. I think they just hit a little bit of form. I don't expect them to be amazing, and Brisbane could smash them based off what's recently happened and what the Saints did to the Hawks. But certainly reckon the Hawks are a little bit of a classier outfit than the Lions. They've lost a few injuries as well, Brisbane, so they'll be very tough for them. But I'm going to go the Hawks at home and should win somewhat comfortably, Hawks by 41. St Kilda and Carlton at Etihad Stadium, and it was the Saints getting the Giants, big scalp there last week by 5 goals, and the Blues, another stirring victory over Collingwood, getting the job done there, and certainly some exciting signs of both these clubs on the rise. Being at Etihad, I have to go the Saints here, and I just reckon they're the better side. They're really quick, energetic, and have quite a mobile forward line. I do reckon the Blues will curtail them, and I'm tipping the Saints by 10 points. I certainly think it'll be a close one, and they've been tough to read, these two sides of late, at least up against each other. It's never really guaranteed the book who's going to win. It's always a little bit of toing and froing, so I'm going to go the Saints on that one with not a great deal of confidence. GWS and Collingwood at Spotless Stadium, and the Giants got maybe another reality check against the lower side in St Kilda and Collingwood. Again, they disappoint. They can win one week, be amazing one week, and then lose the next. It's a bit too common for them, and Bucks under enormous pressure as well as the playing group. I'm going to go to the Giants by 17. I think they should be able to get the chocolates at home. A better side. Pies did get them last time. Club did wear the glove, which I guess spread a lot of discussion, but yeah, look, the Giants at home, for me, better side, they should win. Essendon and Geelong at the MCG Saturday night. Big game, this one, for both sides. They've been backs to the wall. Bombers going down last week to the Dockers after being in front by a fair amount, and then going down by 37. So I think it was around a 64-point turnaround. And Geelong, they've lost 2 in a row. They don't lose 3 in a row very often. It's a massive game for them, and the last 2 games with these sides, Geelong were pretty poor. They got the job done by 5 goals after Essendon challenged them for 3 quarters, and that was at the G. And at Etihad, we kicked 100 points only against the Bombers, and they kicked, I think, 34 or something like that. So I'm going to go the Cats by 20 points. Not a great deal of confidence on this one. They're the better side. They're a proud group. They should be getting a win here, but again, Chris Scott could be right. We are a mediocre side at the moment, so it could go either way. This one, flip of the coin, maybe chuck some money on the Bombers under 40 and see how you go with that one. Adelaide and Melbourne at Adelaide Oval, and by the way, gamble responsibly. Adelaide were down 10 goals at quarter time against nearly last in the competition, North Melbourne, and losing by 10 goals in the end. Melbourne, again, disappointing. When they're expected to win, they don't. So that's another little asterisk next to their name that I'd love to get rid of. Adelaide, for mine, will bounce back very strongly. The D's got them there a few years ago, but Adelaide, still one of the best teams in the competition, and certainly will be very tough to beat. I'm going to go the Crows by 46 points. I don't think the D's will quite have the kettle to get the job done over in Adelaide, younger side. So I'd expect the Crows to win. Richmond and Fremantle at the MCG, and the Tigers were pretty good, up by, again, 4 or 5 goals, and the Dogs just pipped them late and getting home by 5, so the Tigers losing by 5. The Dockers, a nice 37-point win after a pretty disappointing first half, so they'll be pretty happy with that. 1 and 4 of the last 5, so they're in some pretty good form. Tigers lost their last 2, pretty stiff last week, but I'm going to go Richmond here, mainly because it's at home for them, and I feel like every match I tip here is just because the side's at home, but really it is a big advantage, especially in this the modern day competition. I'm going to go the Tigers by 28. Freo had a good win against Melbourne at the G, but I just reckon the Tigers better form this year, and I think they'll just match up slightly better and have a pretty good record over Fremantle of late, so I'm going to go the Tigers there. And we're heading over to China next, going with Gold Coast and Port Adelaide at, I don't know what the stadium's name is, but I know it starts with J and it's stadium. So I've got what have we got? Gold Coast. They got the Cats. Big win over there by 25 points at Metricon Stadium. And Port Adelaide were good late, but not good enough for the Eagles. And the Eagles are doing very nice at Adelaide Oval. They do like playing there. I'm going to go Port Adelaide by 11 points. I think they're the slightly better side on paper again, and I think their run and dash and class around the footy should be able to get the job done here. The Gold Coast certainly in great form of late. I think they've won 3 of their last 4, so there certainly won't be any pushovers, and no one's ever played there, so it'd be tough to say exactly who would be going as heavy favourites. But Port, the better side right now, but could go either way. Final game we have up here is North Melbourne and Sydney at Etihad Stadium. And North, a massive win over the Crows. No one expected it. Unbelievable scenes there, winning by 10 goals. The Swans, an expected win over Brisbane, and they got the job done at the SCG. Buddy kicking 8, kicking bags, which is what they love to see. I'm going to go North Melbourne. And again, it's probably because it's at home for them. North by 7 points. Mainly because of their home deck, and the Swans haven't been that impressive. And I really liked how North have played. Everyone's tipped them to be, bottom 4, but they certainly haven't played the footy that deserves that. So they could easily be 4 and 3 with some of the games they've had. And I just love the way they're playing their footy at the moment. Plenty of spirit and light. Jared Waite is a big out, unfortunately. But I'm just going to go North, a little bit of a hunch. Don't really know if it's an upset or not, but I will have a look at that later. But yeah, those are my tips for round 8 anyway, guys. Feel free to comment your tips as well. And feel free to give the video a like, share it around, subscribe. It'd be awesome, all that good stuff. And thanks for hanging around. We'll catch you guys on the next one.